Alright, what's up, everybody? Cash here, bringing you a game. I know I haven't recorded in a while. I don't really know why. I feel like I want to record more, but um, I've just been doing other stuff in real life. But anyway, bring you it's seasonal top 8 winners game. So whoever wins this will guarantee themselves a top 3 spot, and whoever loses will be guaranteed top 6, and just drop in a loser's bracket for next week. So we're gonna watch Sice, who is a person who knocked me out of winners, versus Denis. I'm sure everyone probably already knows this. I did lose to Ecstatic, so I am out. But I finished top 12, which I know a lot of people say is no big deal because I apparently didn't play anybody good, but to me was an accomplishment that I was happy with. So we're gonna watch these guys play. Hopefully soon. He literally just said, "Are you ready?" And he said, "Yes, sir." So I don't know if they're challenging now or what the deal is. We can go look at the bracket. Should be in here somewhere. Losers. So we're looking at for this one. I'm pretty sure this is it. Round 10. So here's the people who are left. Yesterday, Alice played Neomon, and Alice won. So Neomon is like a top 8 finisher, and whoever loses this game will be the other one of them. Alright, so Sice and he's in. Alright, so I'm going to try to talk fast, so in case they play fast. So Denis is bringing kind of a cool team. He's got double fairy with sock. A little interesting, not a great poison matchup. Like, I mean, I'm assuming this is Scarf. Or maybe this is like Kasib Berry or whatever that's called. I don't think it's Kasib. I think that one's Ghost, but whatever the poison berry is called. He's also kind of weak. Well, this covers up the weakness to steel, so I'm thinking this isn't Paribi. I think this is the poison one. This is probably banned, or something like that, because I'm assuming this is Scarf, and then or it could be this Scarf and this is Thunderwave, and this is probably just the normal set. Over here, Sice has got Sylveon. Sylveon's got a bunch of different spreads. On this team, I'm not sure. It might be specs. Sice likes to use some different sets and stuff. He's got Snorlax, which is either banned or stall. And he's got Seismitoad, which, in my opinion, is pretty average. But does have Poison Jab, so that could do something this game. It looks to me that Sylveon is a really easy pick here. I'm not sure if Banded Sock kills it in one shot. I actually straight don't know. I have my calc open so we can check. So we got Sock, Choice Band. Over here we got Sylveon. This one, Choice Band. It doesn't have the right moves. Did they click yet? No. Jolly. I just have 1 health. Whatever. Poison Jab. So a banded Poison Jab doesn't kill. If it's adamant, it's not going to kill, but it's going to have a roll, I think. Oh, it doesn't even have a roll. But that's only if Sice is this spread, which, like, there's a good chance that he's not this spread. Let me close all this stuff. That's only if Sice is this spread, which he could not be. He could also, like, just be specs, in which case Poison Jab will just kill him. So yeah, that's... If he's specs, I wouldn't click this. But if he's standard, like with quick attack, I would click this. That's my guess so far. I'm pretty sure that Denis is going to click Sock here. I don't think there's any scenario where if I was playing, I wouldn't click Sock. Unless if he's Scarf, I probably wouldn't click it. But if he's banned, there's no scenario where I'm not picking Bansock into this. Because I think Bansock could 3-0 this team. Because it should be faster than Sylveon too, right? Yeah, it's base 85, so that'll pretty much always be faster. Even if he's adamant, I don't think you can get that high. What is that? 269. Yeah. Yeah. That's my best bet. So if Sice has quick attack, he's picking this for sure, because Hyper Voice beats Wims because it hits through the sub, and it also is like you have to get flinched a lot of times to actually lose. I think like 4 or 5 times. So it's decent versus Scarf Togekiss. Snorlax is obviously pretty good versus this too, because I'm pretty sure Heavy Slam just kills in one shot if you're banded, and Air Slash isn't doing that much to you. But if he's Baribi and you Heavy Slam, you definitely don't kill this. And he could also be on this team. He doesn't look Aqua, right? So you would click Heat Crash, but like I'm not even sure that Heat Crash kills. They're probably doing these calcs on their own. So let's check. Snorlax, Choice Band. Does Heat Crash Oko? I don't think you ever click Giga Impact because they're gonna protect turn 1. So if you click Giga Impact and they protect, then they just sub, and you click Impact, and you automatically lose. So there's no way you ever click that. Heavy Slam, you can see here, doesn't do anything. And if that doesn't kill, there's also no way that that kills either. So maybe the only reason I could see him picking this is if he's tall. Because this isn't beating anything if it's banned. Yeah, it's so many. Man, I can't believe Denis picked that. I thought for sure he'd pick Sock. I'm not sure why he didn't. Does Sock not beat Snorlax? It's gotta. That's the stupid question. I know it beats Snorlax. Yeah, it's Oko Sonics. Yeah, so even if he's Scarf Sock, I think you just pick that, because I feel like Sice isn't even running quick attack. And this definitely beats all the rest of this stuff. Probably beats Esmeto too. So I think that was a pretty questionable pick on Denis's part, but I feel like people do not pick well versus Sice ever. I didn't rewatch my game because my mic was broken for that time. My mic was broken. Let me just PSA: if you play Valorant on your computer and you have Vanguard that Riot made you download, that stupid program literally turned my mic drivers off 10 times and just kept fucking my mic up. So I actually uninstalled not Valorant but Vanguard because it was just so dumb. So maybe I picked bad versus Sice too, but that seemed really strange. I don't think maybe he's maybe he's like a Life Orb Sock. Then I guess you don't pick that, but I don't really think that's a good set. Maybe he didn't have Poison Jab, but I'm pretty sure you always run Poison Jab. So I'm not really sure why he didn't pick Sock. Maybe other people will have their own opinions. You can say them in the chat, but I'm clicking Sock there pretty much always. Like I said earlier. And I'm also not sure why Sice went this, because it does not beat Wims or Sock. And it could technically lose to Toge, too, if you got really unlucky. Or he was Baribi Thunderwave. Also automatic loss. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Weird game 1. I think we're in game 2. Alright. So, Denis is bringing... So, recently I built some teams with Potato, and I think Kyurem is really good. And I think that after I brought it up a little bit, Potato thinks it's really good too. So I'm glad it's gaining a little bit more traction. Kyurem's good. It's got so many sets. You can run different moves, different items, different EVs. Arc, pretty much I would say 80% of the time stall. Could be Life Orb, could be banned, but mostly just that Snarl stall set. And Gengar. I'm honestly not sure why he's Gengar on this team. Because this actually beats Prim if he's the good set with like freeze dry and the right EVs. This obviously also beats Prim. If he's like specs, maybe he's sub disable, but I don't. I think there's other better sub disablers, so I'm not. I don't think running Gengar to sub disable is really good. So on the other side, we got Sice's team. He's got Haxorus, which I doubt on this. This team is looking like it's. Yeah, this is for sure. For sure, Mold Breaker for Rotoms, I think. Because he has a really hard time versus like Rotom Wash. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to be like Charm, maybe like Calm Mind, Stored Power. So like this literally can't beat. If this isn't Mold Breaker, he can't beat Rotom. I don't think. Or like Rotom, he could maybe depending on what set it is, but he'd have a really, really, really hard time because obviously Trick beats this and all the Rotoms beat this. Actually, I guess he could be any Energy Ball, but like, so this would lose to Stall Rotom, this would lose to Stall Rotom, this would beat Stall Rotom but lose to Choice. This could lose to Choice depending on what Prim said it is. So he does go Espeon. This could be a speed tie right here, but I'm not really sure what he's going to go for because, like, maybe he's Choice, but I doubt it. Yeah. I doubt he's Choice. So I don't think that speed tie mattered. I feel like most people just run the Charm, Calm Mind, Morning Sun set. He says, "Are you Specs?" I mean, I'd be surprised if he wasn't Specs. There's no reason you run Shadow Ball if you're not Specs. Alright, yeah. Because if you're running sub disable, you could run Will-O-Wisp Hex, or you could run Poison coverage. Which could be decent on this team because if this isn't the Prim beater one, then Prim doesn't have a good match. You have a bad Prim matchup. You also have a bad Sylve matchup if this doesn't have poison coverage. So yeah, that would be my guess. And I'm not sure what I'll ask Sice after, and we'll see if he says. But I bet this was Charm. I'm pretty sure it's Charm, Calm Mind, Morning Sun, Store Power. He's not going to answer. I'll ask Sice right now. Were you Charm? For the viewers. Let's see. Maybe he's not going to answer. Alright, so we got 2 games down. It is 1-1. We are playing best of 5, so this is at least going to game 4, which is nice. See some longer series. Let's see what Sice has got. Here's his set. Oh, he's actually kind of a weird set. With fake tears, Hyper Beam. This seems really strange. So I guess he's asking if he's Specs because he thinks he could have lived somehow from the Shadow Ball. I mean, we could find out for sure while we wait for them to get another game. Let's check. Sorry, that was from my game earlier. Well, it wasn't even from the game. It was from after the game. I was calculating to see if I misplayed or not, but I did not end up doing what I thought was correct. So, what am I looking at? Espeon, right? Espeon, and he's Gengar over here with Choice Specs. Yeah, he never lives versus Choice Specs. Does he live versus Cherish Ball? He does. If he's Modest Cherish Ball, he could have died to Modest, possibly. Alright, anyway, game 3. He probably was Specs. I mean, Specs is pretty common. And Sice was pretty slow. What is Sice doing, dude? All right, so he brought Charizard, which I think actually has a lot of sets, but people seem to like the like weird stally one with like um, breaking swipe, which like lowers your attack by one. Uh, I don't know. I think Charizard has a lot of options, so that could actually be kind of a few different things. There is a set that I was like theory crafting a bunch of these, but I didn't post them anywhere, so I sort of made it on its own. But it's Sunny Day with solar power, solar beam, and it actually does beat Primarina. So we have to watch out because that could be the set if Sice was thinking a similar thing to me. He got a sock of his own, which on this team looks like is probably Scarf, and then he has Sylveon. Denis brought Toxtricity, which is either AV, Balloon. I think Toxtricity is honestly a pretty average Pokemon. He's got Darm, which is probably Scarf. Scarf banned or Endure. It doesn't look banded to me on this team, but I'm trying to think what would he have a really hard time beating if this was. Actually, does this team beat Dracovish? He's got to be Scarf, right? Or else he just auto loses to Dracovish. I think. Band. No. That definitely kills Dracovish. Band. What am I talking about? Scarf Dracovish is not used. Yeah, it's hard to tell. And then he's got Prim. Oh, all right. This is actually kind of what I want to see. So if there is a... Yep. This is exactly what I was talking about. This set I did find like a while ago, but I did not give it to Sice, so he did make this on his own. I'm glad that he was able to find success with it because I told the VR Council that this thing had multiple sets, and everyone was just like, meh, this, meh, that. Charizard's bad, meh. But maybe now people will look back and change their minds. That's me a fire part of the video for Sice to watch. Man, it makes me look so smart. I knew the set before it even was out there. And yeah, I feel like when you bring a lure like that, you're kind of just like, you in your mind are just like, I have to bring this because it needs to hit. And he brought it and it hit perfectly. So I'm a little surprised he didn't go Toxtricity. I think Toxtricity, if it was AV, could have just straight up won. Like just Nuzzle and then like, because you don't know what he's gonna do. So Nuzzle first is probably a little bit safer. And then just click Electric move. And I think Nuzzle probably beats Sock. Well, it depends if he's Balloon. I guess we don't know depending on his set. Like if he's AV, it's good versus Zard, probably, and obviously beats Sylve. But if it loses to Earthquake. But if he's Balloon, then he actually could beat Sock. So I'm not sure what set he was. Tell Sice. I'll do this on my face. Yeah, I think Sice is a really good player. Obviously, since he beat me, I hope he wins because, then I can be like, well, I lost. But yeah, I'm glad that that went the way I wanted. Oh shit! All right, so Denis decides on the ropes, bring his team that won, which I think is a strategy a lot of players use. So that'd be pretty good. So all we know, the only problem is when you use a team again, they have info, right? And sometimes you can be like, oh, but Cash, you already kind of know what they're gonna bring. That is true sometimes, but now for sure, right? Like that is for sure Specs Gengar. which means you know it's not Scarf Gengar, which means you know your Scarf Gardevoir beats it. You know it's not sub disable. You know it's not sub, so you know it can't be Crustle because if he's sub and you don't have Rock Blast, you don't Rock Blast turn one, you lose. Um, so yeah, I mean I think you just go guard here. I'm pretty sure that Denis picks Arcanine. Uh, that's what I would pick for sure. Um, unless he has like if he's Iron Head, if he's Iron Head Kyurem, which I will just preface by saying I think is good. Um, I think there's you click. The reason I'm saying that is because you actually can beat guard anyway. You should be EV to live Moonblast, and you do end up killing it. And like so, if you're Scarf, you'll be able to kill it. And if you're Specs, and you have Flash Cannon, I think you still kill it. If you're Banned and you have Iron Head, you kill it. So there are a good chunk of Kyurem sets that beat this Gardevoir. The reason I was saying Iron Head is because that's the only way you can beat Crustle unless you freeze it. Like those are the only two ways. If you Iron Head, you can flinch the Crustle and then kill it, or you can Ice Beam it and you have 10% chance to freeze it and win. But you definitely lose to Stall Rotom unless you're Stall Kyurem, which I guess is possible. Because if you're Stall Kyurem, you could sub and then you just start Noble Roaring him down. But the problem is if you sub and he tricks you, you lose. So subbing turn one is not really a good play because I think you might be able to still win if you can like fish with Ice Beam. I don't think there's any scenario where you pick Gengar. I don't even know if Gengar beats Rotom, to be honest. But we have the Gengar set right here. Choice specs. Oh, did they click? Did they click? They did. So this is what I was talking about earlier. This is a little dicey here, depending on what set Denis is. Because if he's Scarf, okay, he's Scarf of his own. So this should win. Yeah. He tricked him. But he lost. And he could win. He can still win. If this Draco misses... Okay, yeah. So if that Draco missed and Sice clicked a rest, he would have won. I actually think if he just instantly clicked rest, he would have won as well. But he didn't know what set the Kyurem was. So clicking rest is kind of like that's like a spicy play. I don't know if I would do that either. That's kind of a huge risk. He was talking about what I was talking about earlier, that if he's stall and he sub, that puts you in a really bad spot. If he subs and you trick and you sub, you lose. So I think that's why Sice was going for that. But I think he lost either way. I don't think... Yeah, Sice was in a really bad spot here. I was actually wrong, and I would have lost that game to Sice, because I would have clicked Arcanine. But seeing that he's Scarf... maybe he had like the Iron Head for the Crustle, try to beat it. I'm not sure. I am not sure. That was game 4, so we're going to game 5, which is pretty good. We should still check this. Would that have beaten Rotom? You know he was Scarf now too, so. Nah, he would have lost. Would have just gotten T-bolted two times and lost, as you can see. So now we'll just wait for game 5 to come up. What do we got? Gen 7 Tour in here. Gen 7 UU Tour. Definitely cannot play that. I don't know what we're going to bring here. I mean, I don't think that there's any way that Denis brings this team again. Because he's given away too much info. Like, we know Spec Scarf. And Arcanine only has 2 sets. So, it's pretty... That's a little sketchy for me to bring this team again with Sice knowing 2 of the Pokemon. But I'm not sure what else he's going to bring. Because he's obviously the only one with this team. Sice could bring anything. I don't know. I feel like Sice built some pretty spicy stuff. So we'll see what he's got. And this video is going so long. I feel like I've talked a lot. Oops, open my OBS. I feel like I've talked a lot. Hopefully it wasn't like too boring. I'll put the game stamps in. I should always say that in the beginning, but I'll put the game stamps in. I'll put that in the description. So you might not even have to listen to this. I'll put the game stamps in so that you can skip to the games without having to listen to all this dead space of me talking. Looks like they're taking a while here to pick teams. Let's try to think of... Alright, if I'm Sice, what am I bringing here? He's been bringing a lot of this. He likes fairies. Fairy arc. I mean, the only really like patterns in his team. Well, obviously he brought this team twice, and the other type teams he's brought fairies on both teams. Fairies plus a strong fighting. Wall breaker. But that's really hard to. You can't really bring something based off just that. That'd be too tough, I think. One of these days I'll learn to edit. I'll be able to edit out this entire part and just go game to game. Man, that'd be nice. If only I wasn't so lazy. I don't know what they're doing. Taking forever. Taking forever. Damn, I closed the other tab. Let's go back. We'll go look at the other bracket. That's the last person who posted. That was over an hour ago. What are you looking at here? Round 10. All right. So I'm gonna make my predictions about the other game. I think VG should win, but Iron Crusher's been doing like extremely well, which I think has surprised a lot of people. So that'd be a pretty good game. Ecstatic versus Gym Socks should be actually really good. I think. That one should be exciting, pretty exciting to watch. This one's gonna be weird to watch because they both bring like jank teams. So I have no idea what's in store for this. Probably some weird spicy stuff of them bringing like Oddish and things like that. Let's look at the other people's predictions. We have M24 predicted Sice to lose. Close predicts Sice to lose. Alright, we only have two predicts against Sice. We don't have that many predicts actually. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever. Did they take in the full time? Let's see what the room has to say. What would I like to see in 1v1 snake draft? I honestly have no idea. I'm not even sure that any of these are even fun. Little Cup. UU's pretty good. I don't play any more of these, so I'm just gonna vote for those two. I don't even know what they're talking about. Wow, they're still not in the game. This is taking legit forever. If I only knew how to edit. That's what I'm gonna do this week. I'm gonna learn how to edit these so that I can skip this. Cause I want to put timestamps in this one, but they're taking forever. Legit forever. Give me game 5. Let's watch some of these. Is this your Clefable answer? I don't think he lives, dude. I do not believe he lives. That's hilarious. Finally, here we go. Last game. Sice is back to bring in the standard. He's bringing top of the VR. Elite Mons only. He's got Prim, Darm, Banlax. On the other side, Denis. Bringing a Gen 7 team of Haxorus, Keldeo, which Keldeo isn't like great, but people don't build with it in mind, so it becomes like really awkward to play versus. And Zeraora. I would not put it past Sice here to be Wakanberry. I'm not even sure if that wins, but I would just not put it past him. Other than that, I want to say that... I don't know if Scarf Darm beats Keldeo. Like, does Giga Impact definitely doesn't kill Keldeo? I don't even know why I think that. Keldeo is definitely runs like bulk in this. There's no doubt. I think he might honestly pick Snorlax again. But I also think Denis might be SD Haxorus here. Because normally Banded Snorlax has like counter. So you could click counter versus like... I don't know if Banded Haxorus' close combat would kill Snorlax. Because Snorlax runs like max HP, so it's not actually that frail. I mean, it's never really frail, but let's see. Yeah, it's roll 50-50-ish. Why is that saying game? Oh, what is up with this dude? 464, 37% chance, and that's only if he's the bulkier set. If he's just running 252, close combat, he's just putting him in the ground. This could be good because so if he's SD Haxorus, could you go that here? Probably not. I think because the SD Haxorus is scary to go here. But we'll see if he decides to do it. Alright, so if he's Scarfed Arm, he won. If he's banned, he lost. Actually, banned probably beats Zeraora. Unless he's banned. If he's banned... Okay, so he's not banned. He's Life Orb. Sice gives a weird face thing, but he still wins. So it looks like he was Scarf. I don't know if Scarf Darm beats Keldeo. But we are about to find out. Keldeo 1v1. Whoops. What is he, Giga? Yeah, that does not kill. Not even close. So yeah, I think GG's crazy series, he says. Well, those are some pretty good games. I mean, I could talk about this one, but I don't. It's just hard to tell. Like, so Banded Haxorus loses to this. I'm actually shocked he clicked that and not Earthquake. To be honest, because maybe he doesn't have Earthquake. He must not have Earthquake, because there's no way you're not clicking. You're not clicking Earthquake if you have it, because if you miss Giga Impact, you lose. And Earthquake definitely kills, yeah. And he already saw Life Orb, so there's no reason to be afraid of Shunka. Or Magnet Rise. I don't even know if it gets Magnet Rise. So yeah, that was either just a straight up oversight by Sice, or he didn't have Earthquake. Either way, this video has been going on for way too long. That was still a good series. I think I got some good commentary in. I will try to make it a little shorter if possible. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Leave a sub, leave a comment, whatever you guys want to do, and I will catch everybody next time. Have a good week. Goodbye.